I'm Catherine. I'm here with Dr. Bacon for another Breakfast with Bacon, and today we're going to be talking about microbiome.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. It's kind of a neat, interesting kind of information. This is going to be more informative of kind of what's going on. The microbiome, because it could be a little bit of a foreign. Everybody's talking about it, like the big thing with sugar and all that kind of stuff, right? We got to eliminate all these things. We're going to do 3 things today we'll talk about. One's going to be stress and kind of what it does. 2 is going to be the nutrition and kind of what we can do kind of to support it. And then the last thing we'll talk about is maybe some vitamin supplement support. So first thing is going to be stress. So under high stress, what ends up happening is we pool blood into our extremities so we can run away or fight the stressor so that we live to survive another day. Does that make sense? But what's going on in the gut, we're not allowing blood to get to the digestive system. So food is rotting in the system. We're changing literally the gut microbiome into what's called C. diff or Clostridium difficile, which means that gut microbiome is shifting into a more of a toxic or hostile gut environment. And this is the big idea, the big problem. So under chronic stress, you're chronically creating that environment. And that's the big thing. We've got to be able to pull away from that, doing some box breathing, some other things to kind of support it. And that's one of the things that we got to talk about. So meaning stress is a big idea, but now you understand sort of why stress is so important to kind of alleviate. And number 2 would be?
Some nutrition. So some good things that we can add in that would be good for our gut microbiome and the diversity of our microbiome is to get in lots of good sources of fiber and also getting different types of fiber in. So not eating the same fruits and vegetables every single day, trying to get a good variety in your diet, eating different plants at every meal, and throughout the day, just getting in lots of different sources of fiber. And then also some fermented foods are also going to be good for our gut microbiome. So adding in some like kimchi, sauerkraut, small amounts of kombucha, kefir, yogurt, other things like that. And then also another thing that goes along with nutrition is fasting. So Doc, why would we want to do fasting?
So fasting, what's really great about fasting is literally it takes a ton of energy to digest food. And it also then takes a ton of energy to run away or fight to survive. So the idea behind this, if you're going to fast, it actually allows the body, it doesn't stop the digestive process, it just gives it more time to allow that digestion to be like fully work through the full process, right? So we really get through that process. And then the energy that's used there goes for other areas to help clean up. They've heard of autophagy and things like that. That's cell growth and breakdown. You're actually trying to clean up the body and clean up debris in the system. So fasting is a great idea when it comes to like gut microbiome, okay? Now the other one we're gonna talk about is supplementation. Catherine, we do a bunch of nutrition in here. And so to me, one of the products that we give every female who just had a baby is which product?
Lactins.
Yeah, Lactins. And the reason why we do that product is it's lactose, bacillus, and enzymes. What's one of the biggest problems of newborns that we start to see now that's really perpetuating all over in our society? What's the biggest problem?
They're spitting up.
Right, they're not able to digest the breast milk that is created by who? Yeah, mom. Where are you going to get the best nutrients for a baby that was in mother for 9 months? From who?
The mom.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. So to have that coming back up, or they can call it reflux, whatever it is, or GERD, or whatever they got. But to have that happening on a regular basis tells us there's something else, there's a bigger problem than just the fact that mom's milk is not chocolate and the child wants chocolate, right? Chocolate vanilla. Isn't that how that works? Or is it vanilla chocolate? I don't remember which one. So it's not true. There's got to be a problem. So Lactins is what we use. We also use a product called Prosymbiotic. It's a great bacteria. It's just a multi-bacterial product that goes in and supports all of the gut, just giving in good probiotic, right? And it's got a little bit of inulin in it too, so it does help with creating some of the environment. Now, why probiotic is so good is because what are we not eating a lot of? And Catherine just talked about it.
The fermented foods.
Yeah, and fiber.
Yeah.
Fiber actually feeds that bacteria. Fermented foods actually create or bring in the bacteria. I got a great thing. I put together a little bit of sauerkraut that we have, and we get it from Costco, and I just take a spoon of it, before I go to bed at night or first thing in the morning. It's just a simple way to just add something in. And then the last 2 we have are if we have big problems. We've got myrrh, which is antimicrobial. Remember, myrrh for
baby Jesus.
That's right. Yes. And then we have gut flora, and gut flora is going to have some things in it to help get rid of some of the yeast or some of the bad bacteria that's in the gut. And that's one of these are two of the, you put these two products together, or just a combination of any of these, and you've really built yourself a good way to support gut microbiome, get rid of bad gut bacteria, and really build and fortify your stomach and your digestive system. So there was a lot here, Catherine. My goodness. So, but remember, gut microbiome, we're not even done. We're going to talk more about this, I think, in the rest of the month. So we'll add some of this stuff and information for you. If you have questions, comment below, and maybe we can get to those, and we can kind of talk through them. So we appreciate you guys sharing this with your friends and family, and we'll see you again on the next Breakfast with Bacon.